Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler V-Series V's I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. That's the best snap I've had in damn near a week. I was recovering from a finger injury, so I couldn't really get my full, full oomph into it. I'm happy with that snap. But anyway, folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home and I found some shit to review for you. That's absolutely the case today. Because, folks, it was a night, and if you watch my videos long enough, you know that when I have a night at work, I want to go get something to kind of bring my head back into things. I want to step away from the negativity and stuff. And, so the night was what it was. I got out of work, and I was planning on hitting up, like, Dunkin' Donuts or Baskin Robbins or, one of my normal spots. And as I was driving by, I was like, wait a second. There's a spot that I've been meaning to try for I don't know how long. I'm going to go do it. So, what am I reviewing for you folks? What are we doing? Where is it from? Well, folks, we're reviewing, boom! It's a shake, but it's not a shake just from any place. It's a protein shake from a place called Addi-Zone. Can we get a thing? Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Sure, something like that. Which is in Addison, Illinois. Addi-Zone. It took me a little while to process that in my head. This specifically, by the way, there's their menu. It's all, It is their mango pineapple smoothie. Now, folks, y'all know that I love pineapple more than any man should. It's not even fair, okay? I was tasked with this love of pineapple from a young age, and I have kept it burning ever since. So when I saw that they had a mango pineapple smoothie, I had to be about that. Now, this all said, that means two things. Number one, this is going to end up on my pineapple playlist, where I just have stuff that I've reviewed that includes pineapple stuff. And, number two, it's also going to end up on my local love playlist. Local love playlist is just for local spots. So that's what this is going to be. Hopefully this is super good. The lady who made it for me, her name was Lulu. She was extremely nice. So I'm really hoping that this is good. It's also got some granola on it, because she asked if I wanted granola on it. And I was like, oh, sure, granola. Let's give it a go. Ooh. It's very thick. What is the thing? Yeah, okay. In my head, I was thinking more like a smoothie. But it is. It's much more like a shake. So it's nice. It's very thick. And she did emphasize, she's like, everything has protein in it. That's the whole kitchen thing, which is kind of cool. I mean, I'm more focused on the flavor aspect of it. But by that same token, it's cool, protein, healthiness, all that good stuff. It's thick and it has an interesting texture. Like, it's not like a normal milkshake. I'm trying to, like, describe it. Like, it's thicker, but it's not like, like when you get, like, an overly thick milkshake and you can't even really suck it up through the straw. It's not that. Which, by the way, I do appreciate that they give out the extra wide straws. If you're going to sell milkshakes, you should do that. Every place. So they're getting points for that right there. But no, like, it's almost like mildly pudding-like, I guess. It's like, it's got like this extra, almost like a bread pudding kind of consistency, but obviously, drinkable. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, it's really, like, I've never had a shake quite like this. But then, it's a protein shake. So, to that end, because believe it or not, folks, I mean, I'm not the healthiest guy in the world, clearly, but I've had a protein shake or two. Problem with protein products is that they tend to have a protein taste. And it's usually chalky and not that good. Does this have a protein taste? Yes. But the other flavors that are working with it are doing a really great job of sort of pushing that protein taste down. So it's only there a little bit. Like, it's, you can kind of taste it on the tail end, but it's nowhere near as abrasive, even as, like, probably the best protein kind of shake stuff that I ever had was, like, from, I think it was Core, maybe? I forget. It was a long time ago. I used to get them occasionally at my gas station. And those were probably the ones that I was the most okay with. What was it? I did a while back. Like, one of my first reviews was like for a Gatorade protein shake thing. And that was miserable. That thing was bad. Probably why I haven't seen it since. Maybe they still make it. But key thing to emphasize here with this particular shake is that's not like a significant issue. It's not only perfectly manageable, it's a very nice shake. I will say this. I think for a mango pineapple smoothie, I think next time I would forego the granola because it adds like a nuttiness, as you'd expect. But it ultimately is a like kind of tropically oriented thing. So it's not bad, but it's almost a little confusing. But it's a tasty ass shake, man. I just think, I think without the granola, the tropical aspect of it be allowed to kind of push forward a little bit more. Pros and cons. Pro overall, it's a good shake. I like it quite a bit. Con, I would like a little bit more of the tropical aspect to it, which I'm not sure if that's being, again, kind of dumbed or dialed down because of the granola aspect added in, or if that's just, the baseline. But you do get a mango pineapple kind of taste, but again, because in my head it was going to be more like a smoothie and I wasn't thinking protein shake, I was expecting something different, but that doesn't mean that I'm upset about what I got. And you can tell, like, they use good ingredients and stuff. Like, yeah, man. It's different. It's different than what I expected, but in a really good way, if that makes sense. I can also tell it's going to be a very filling shake. This was a medium. And how much did I pay for a medium? I don't know. I forgot. And I didn't get a receipt. But I know I got this and I got another shake, so I got another review coming. I think I paid like maybe $13 or something like that. So like maybe $7 for a shake. Not too bad. Especially, protein shake and stuff. I'm very down with this. And actually, the more that I drink, the more the tropical flavor comes out. So, again, I think the granola is just kind of holding it back a little bit. I'm getting more of the pineapple. And you can taste, pineapple is wonderful because it's sweet, it's acidic, it's a multifaceted, wonderful experience. And with this, at first, I couldn't taste much of the pineapple. Again, probably mostly because of the granola. But as I'm going through now, I'm tasting the pineapple, and I am tasting those different aspects. It's, it's not an overly sweet drink. But it's flavorful, and, it definitely hits the spot. 2 questions have to be asked, folks. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes, and yes. Yes. Yeah, okay. Here's the thing. Would I get this if I wanted a straight-up milkshake? No. It's a different experience than that. A straight up milkshake is a little bit more decadent, it's a sweet treat, it's something like that. This, you can tell this has a little bit more of like a healthy aspect to it. But, again, that doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. I think in American society we are slowly getting adjusted to the idea that like healthy doesn't have to mean, bad tasting or anything like that. It's just going to be a little bit different experience. In this case, that's definitely the case. It's a different experience, but it is one that I would like to go back around to at some point in time. I can get down with this. If I'm recommending it to other people, it's kind of the same thing. Like, if you want a straight normal milkshake, this isn't going to be that. But, first of all, I'd recommend you give it a shot, because I do think that there's something to it for sure. And then on top of that, if you're somebody who you already are maybe a little bit health conscious, maybe, and I don't know about health benefits. I'm not a super doctor or anything like that. I'm not even a regular doctor. But, you can taste that there's fresh ingredients, you can taste that it's well made, and then it's got the protein aspect, so if that's something that you're looking for, I definitely think it's something worth checking into. So, it's gotta be better for you than like the fucking prepackaged, super processed shit. So, there you go. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, you go over there, have yourselves a truly pineapple-tastic rest of your life. Because whenever I do something pineapple, it's always pineapple-tastic. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do all the time. I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you can do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it. I live it. I'm out there with you in it. Like I said, man, I had a night at work. It wasn't great for my self-esteem or, sense of self-worth. But it was what it was, and, it's a job, it pays the bills and shit, If you're in the field that I'm in and you're looking for fulfillment, it's not really a thing that you're going to find in most cases, but some days are better than others. Even with that being the case, though, it is important when we deal with the world around us, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholeness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do, folks. Maybe there's a spot that you've been meaning to hit for however long, Maybe you've been passing by it and, it just hasn't come up and, it just hasn't been a thing. I recommend you give it a shot. Take that extra time one day, just be like, you know what? We're doing this. I'm going to make it happen. I believe in myself. So then you go over there, you do it, you go into the place, and it turns out that they're being held up by ninjas, and then it's like, okay, luckily for you, you played a shitload of Double Dragon back in the day, okay? So you're just going to go over there, and you're Billy and Bimmy, and you're just going to knock the shit out of those ninjas. And then, you know what? Maybe they go over there, maybe they give you a little card that's like, free nachos for life. I don't know, maybe the place sells nachos. You gotta go with me on this, folks, okay? You gotta buy into the illusion. Or conversely, probably don't try to fight ninjas. I mean, do what you need to do, but you probably just want to call the police. And even then, I don't know that the police are qualified to deal with ninjas. Damn. Now, maybe if you got some pirate friends or something, they could go over there and go back and forth, but that's a whole other thing. Bye!